Did you know that one of the most famous artists in history, a man whose paintings now fetch tens of millions of dollars, only ever sold one painting during his entire lifetime? And that he once traded paintings for food, often going hungry? We're talking, of course, about Vincent van Gogh, a name synonymous with tortured genius, vibrant color, and a life as dramatic and captivating as his brushstrokes. His story is one of passion, struggle, profound beauty, and a relentless pursuit of artistic expression that continues to inspire and move us more than a century after his death. Born in 1853 in Groot Zundert, Netherlands, Vincent Willem van Gogh was the eldest surviving child of a Protestant pastor and a gentle mother who loved art and nature. From a young age, Vincent was intense, serious, and deeply empathetic. He often felt like an outsider, a feeling that would sadly follow him throughout his tumultuous life. He wasn't born with a paintbrush in his hand. His early career path was remarkably varied, almost as if he was searching for the true calling he hadn't yet discovered. He started as an art dealer, working for his uncle's firm, Goupil & Sier, in The Hague, London, and Paris. While he was exposed to great art, his blunt honesty and deeply religious convictions clashed with the commercialism of the art world. He found it difficult to sell works he didn't personally believe in, often telling customers that their purchases were worthless. Unsurprisingly, he was eventually dismissed. Next, Vincent felt a profound calling to serve God. He worked as a teacher in England and then pursued theological studies, hoping to become a pastor like his father. But his fervent, unconventional interpretations of the Bible and his extreme asceticism, giving away his possessions, sleeping on straw, were deemed unsuitable by the church establishment. His deep desire to help the poor and suffering led him to a poverty-stricken mining community in Borinage, Belgium, as a missionary. Here, he truly lived among the destitute, sharing their meager meals and harsh conditions. It was in this bleak landscape, observing the struggles of the miners, that he began to sketch in earnest. These early drawings, though crude, reveal his profound empathy and an emerging desire to capture the raw truth of human existence. It was his younger brother, Theo, an art dealer who recognized Vincent's potential and provided constant financial and emotional support, who encouraged him to pursue art full-time. In 1880, at the age of 27, Vincent finally declared himself an artist. He moved to Brussels, then back to the Netherlands, immersing himself in drawing and painting, often using peasants and laborers as his subjects. His early works were dark, earthy, and somber, reflecting the lives of the working class he so deeply respected. One of his most iconic early works is The Potato Eaters, painted in 1885. It's a stark, powerful portrayal of a peasant family sharing a humble meal. Vincent wanted to show that these people have tilled the earth themselves with these hands they are putting in the dish, that they have thus honestly earned their food. The painting's dark palette and rough brush strokes convey the harsh realities of their lives, yet also their dignity and communal spirit. In 1886, Vincent moved to Paris to live with Theo. This move was a seismic shift in his artistic journey. Paris was the heart of the art world, buzzing with Impressionism and Post-Impressionism. He encountered artists like Émile Bernard, Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec, and even met Edgar Degas and Georges Seurat. Most importantly, he discovered Impressionist and Neo-Impressionist techniques, particularly their use of vibrant color and broken brushstrokes. He also became fascinated by Japanese ukiyo-e prints, which influenced his use of bold outlines and flat areas of color. His palette exploded with light and color. Gone were the somber tones of the Netherlands, replaced by brilliant yellows, blues, and reds. He experimented with impasto, applying paint thickly directly onto the canvas, giving his works a remarkable texture and dynamism. His unique personal style, characterized by swirling, expressive brushstrokes and intense color, truly began to emerge during his 2 years in Paris. However, city life, with its hustle and bustle, proved overwhelming for Vincent's sensitive nature. He craved the peace and light of the countryside. In 1888, he moved to Arles, in the south of France, hoping to establish an art colony, a studio of the South, where artists could live and work together. This period in Arles was arguably his most prolific and artistically brilliant. He was captivated by the intense Provençal sunlight, which he felt revealed a deeper truth about color and form. It was in Arles that he painted many of his most celebrated masterpieces. Imagine the sun-drenched fields, the vibrant cafes, and the starry nights that inspired works like sunflowers. Van Gogh painted several series of sunflowers, each bursting with life and energy, a testament to his love for the natural world and his mastery of yellow in all its glorious shades. These paintings, filled with thick, swirling brush strokes, convey a sense of raw, almost tangible energy. He also painted the Yellow House, his home in Arles, depicting its bright exterior under a brilliant blue sky, a symbol of his hope for the artistic community he envisioned. And of course, there's Café Terrace at night, a breathtaking scene capturing the warmth and glow of a cafe under a deep blue star-filled sky. But it wasn't just the exteriors he captured. The bedroom in Arles offers an intimate glimpse into his personal space, rendered with simple yet vibrant colors, conveying a sense of peace and order he desperately sought in his chaotic life. One of the most fascinating personal stories from this period involves Paul Gauguin, a fellow artist whom Vincent greatly admired. Gauguin eventually joined him in Arles, but their intense personalities clashed. Vincent idealized their artistic collaboration, but the reality was fraught with tension. During a particularly heated argument in December 1888, Vincent, in a fit of despair and mental distress, infamously cut off part of his own ear. This dramatic act underscores the profound emotional and psychological struggles he faced throughout his life. Following this incident, Vincent's mental health deteriorated further. He voluntarily admitted himself to an asylum in Saint-Paul-de-Moselle, in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, in May 1889. Despite his illness, this period was another astonishingly productive one. It was here, looking out from his asylum room, that he painted the Starry Night, arguably his most famous work. The Starry Night is a swirling, dynamic vision of a night sky, with a towering cypress tree reaching towards an explosive moon, and stars that seem to pulsate with divine energy. It's a masterpiece that captures both the beauty of the natural world and the turbulent landscape of Vincent's mind. His use of thick, impasto brush strokes creates a sense of movement and raw emotion, drawing the viewer into his unique vision. He continued to paint the asylum gardens, the olive groves, and the surrounding fields, translating his inner turmoil and his profound connection to nature onto canvas. His self-portraits from this time, like Self-Portrait with Bandaged Ear, also provide an unvarnished look at his suffering, yet also his unwavering dedication to his art. In May 1890, Vincent left the asylum and moved to Auvers-sur-Oise, a village north of Paris, closer to Theo, and under the care of Dr. Paul Gachet, a homeopathic physician and art collector. In his final months, Vincent painted with incredible fervor, sometimes completing a painting a day. These works, such as "wheat field with crows," are often interpreted as reflections of his troubled state of mind, with dark, ominous skies and a sense of impending doom. Unfortunately, his mental health crises continued. On July 27, 1890, Vincent walked into a wheat field and shot himself in the chest. He died 2 days later, with Theo by his side. His last words, reportedly, "The sadness will last forever." Vincent van Gogh's life was tragically short, only 37 years, and his career as an artist spanned barely a decade. Yet, in that incredibly brief time, he produced over 2,100 artworks, including 860 oil paintings. His unique creations and profound influence on modern art are undeniable. He is considered one of the fathers of Expressionism, a movement that prioritized emotional expression over objective reality. His bold colors, impasto technique, and emotionally charged canvases paved the way for future generations of artists. His story is a powerful reminder that true genius is often misunderstood in its own time. Despite selling only one painting during his lifetime, The Red Vineyard, for a paltry 400 francs, his artistic vision was unwavering. He poured his soul into every canvas, driven by an inner fire that demanded expression, regardless of recognition or financial reward. Vincent van Gogh's legacy extends far beyond his paintings. His letters to Theo, over 600 of them, offer an unparalleled insight into his thoughts, struggles, and artistic philosophy, revealing a deeply intelligent, sensitive, and articulate man. They show us a human being grappling with profound questions of existence, art, and faith. Today, his works are among the most celebrated and valuable in the world, displayed in major museums and inspiring countless artists, designers, and enthusiasts. He transformed the way we see color, light, and emotion in art. From the somber dignity of The Potato Eaters to the dizzying cosmic beauty of The Starry Night, Vincent van Gogh's art speaks a universal language of passion, struggle, hope, and the enduring power of the human spirit to create beauty even in the face of despair. He lived a life of intense suffering, but he left behind a legacy of unparalleled beauty that continues to illuminate our world.